If you're planning to buy a house in Ecuador, these are the 4 steps that you need to know. First, you need to know your budget. Your budget is the most important thing, and I cannot be clear enough about this because of the different price ranges in Ecuador. Let's say you have your budget of $50,000. We're going to start from there. We're going to the second step. The second step is knowing how. If you're going to give cash to a seller, or if you're going to give cash and a mortgage to a seller, it's going to make a huge difference between where you're going to be able to buy a house and how easy it's going to be for you to have this house in your name. Third, you need to know where you're going to buy a house. This is going to depend of how you want to live in Ecuador. Maybe you want to live in the coastal region, maybe you want to live in the highland region, and it's going to affect how difficult or how easy it's going for you to make the buying process, because maybe if you are buying in a big city, it's going to be easier for you to contact a realtor from your country, the country that you're living right now. And if you are going to buy maybe a house in the coastal region, in a really small town, it's going to be a little bit harder to contact a realtor that's going to give you the access to this house. And last but not least, you need to know when you're going to buy a house. This is really important too. If you're not honest with the seller in the first contact that you're making with them, it's going to be really difficult for them to finish the selling process. Why is that? If you have $50,000, because that was our first budget, and you are contacting the seller and you say, well, I have this $50,000 for this house that I saw on Marketplace, but I'm not gonna be able to buy it maybe from here to 6 months. Maybe the seller is not going to be able to reserve this house to you, but if you are being honest with them, they're going to tell you, okay, I can wait 6 months, but you have to first give me $5,000 and then we make some legal papers, and then 6 months from now you come to Ecuador and we make the legal process to give you the house for you. If you don't know exactly when you're coming to Ecuador or when you're going to buy the house in Ecuador, it's going to be really difficult for you to access to a house that's going to be ready when you come here. If you don't know when exactly you're going to buy the house, this is going to affect also maybe the buying price that you are watching right now, because maybe from here to 3 months the price will be the same, but maybe next year it's not going to be the same. So it's going to affect the first step that we just talked about your budget. So these are the steps from buying a house in Ecuador. But if you don't understand that much about mortgages, I recommend you to watch this video. But if you don't understand that much about Ecuadorian mortgages, you need to